Hey guys, and welcome back to Rising Sun Diablo 2. I've done some modifications to my gear and I wanted to showcase some of these things to you guys to help you get a better understanding of what works in this game and how it works and why not. So for example, I made a rune word here with one rune called with just rune she. A very early level rune. This rune was made because I got my ass kicked, handed to me severely in an episode that I did not air because I went into a dungeon that was much higher level than actually was adjusted to me. So I got my ass handed to me, and I made this scepter recently. I didn't record that either because I was modifying with the rune tools and whatever not, just checking. And the way you craft them is with ancient decipherers, a magic jewel, a normal gem, a chipped gem, and then the actual weapon. And it's specific gems and stuff like that, so you can check the actual recipes on the website. You have the link on the first episode I did with the Wikipedia, if I'm not mistaken. So you can also say that I've opted to go a new build. I've decided that um, I wanted to move away from Zeal, and I thought, what could I do to make sort of a more interesting or maybe just more effective build? So what I've opted for now, first I opted for sort of a Vengeance heavy build that you went heavy elemental damage and you just stood and bashed, but it still felt clunky. It still felt annoying to stand and like bash a mob till it dies. I just didn't want to do that. I felt terrible. So instead I've opted for a Holy Fire build, which essentially allows me to just, I'll showcase here. You see, I can just run around and like burn down entire armies without lifting a finger. which is which is awesome in my opinion. But the only issue with this is that um, I'm actually becoming a lot less tanky with this. Mainly because my lifesteal does not go in effect because I'm not standing and hitting mobs. So that's something to keep in mind. What this is more of a offensive build, not not offending, but offensive. It's just built around the concept of me being able to skirt around, do damage while I'm walking around, and not have to think about do I survive this encounter or not. Um, so yeah, I sort of like this build. It's very potent in these early difficulties. I should really buy stamina potions because running around is a fucking hassle. It's fucking silly, man. I'm gonna do that. Just give me 1 second. Um,
Okay.
let's see here. Do you sell stamina potions? No, you do not. You scumbag.
Blessings to you.
Do you sell stamina potions? No. So evidently they don't sell stamina potions. I didn't know this. So evidently stamina potions have become exclusively a drop, which sort of I can understand. So you can't just speedrun the entire thing, I suppose. Is that the Magician's Chamber? Yeah, that's the chamber I got my ass kicked in so badly before. I'm not going down there before again because kindly put, it's hell. I had like 20 fucking skeleton mages bombarding me with this sea of spells. I just died and couldn't do anything about it. And I tried iterating different builds, but I got my ass kicked so hard. It wasn't even a close call, man. It was just insane. But at least this build seems to be working as far as the top side of things. Should I call it that? Top side? I don't know. The other than bloody Dungeons of Doom, I suppose. What's this? Superior. What does it mean that it's superior? Oh, it gets enhanced damage. Alright. A charm. Alright, I want to identify that charm. Dexterity. Get out of here. Get out of here. And I might say, but oh, it's attack rating, and you're right, but I don't want it. That's simple. So yeah, we're just walking around here trying to find the exit to the next place. And I'm trying to figure out if there's anything more innovative I can do, like what if there's anything special I can showcase you guys, because like casually playing this game it's really fun, but sometimes I think that could I iterate in different ways? Could I do something different? Could I do a special build? And the answer to that is yes. Yes, I can. I bet you were expecting me to say no, United motherfucker. No. Yes. Yes, you can iterate, solve different builds, and I really like that, you know? I really like the fact that you can go whatever you really want. Maybe not in later difficulties, maybe you'll have to adjust, but that's where you got the skill difference, the skill reset, and you got accessibilities, the gens and stuff like that, so you can just, you know, build your build and then go and have a blast. I mean, that's a large improvement above Diablo 2 in my opinion at least. And what more? Yeah, I mean, other than that, I think that some of the skills could you... Oh, Stamina Shrine. Holy shit, you've saved my life. No more shall I run slowly. Other than that... Oh, a key rune. Yes! Yes! I like that. Rune drop rates. Mmm, so tasty. So yummy. We got entering Dry Hills, so now we should be... Oh shit. We're entering Ogre territory. This is bad. What was I thinking? I was thinking of something. Why am I having a lisp? I don't know. No, but I think that it's it has a lot of improvements compared to other games like Diablo 2 and stuff like that, because it's not only casual friendly, but it's sort of innovative friendly as well, you know? It doesn't necessarily require a lot of gear or what's it called? A lot of different setups or levels of critical strike and stuff like that to make a build viable. I mean, certainly you'll probably see it later on, but as far as I've seen currently, then no, because it's just balanced in such a way that you want to adapt to the kind of mob you're facing off with and which you're dealing with essentially. Like say I'm running in here and you can notice that there's a clear HP difference between these mobs and ogres. And I mean, ogres are like big, brutish, tanky. We all know that. But the main difference is that, like, when you're facing up with them, maybe you want something that's hard-hitting, single target, to be able to just, you know, bash them down. Whereas with these, who are like more low HP swarm mobs, I suppose you could call them, um, it's a lot more forgiving to have just holy fire, because currently I'm just mowing down people. We got a yellow belt. I'm gonna identify that. Faster hit recovery, strength, health, mana, and fire assist. Do I want that instead of cold damage? Yes, yes I do. I also should have mentioned that I got some lightning resist because I changed out my amulet, because I figured that if I'm facing up with lightning beetles later on, I'd better not bitch about it and just, you know, man up and deal with it. Because I'm preparing for that inevitability that we are going to see them. And as it's completely insane, this build. I mean, it's just trivialized a lot of the mobs right now. I can just walk through, but I don't think this would work in the long run, mainly due to immunities. If you haven't played a lot of Diablo, then it works so that in higher difficulties, such as Hell, etc., then things get more affixes, become harder in the sense of scale that they can do new stuff. And one of the new stuff is that they very commonly at least have immunities to 1 in Nightmare and oftenly 2 in Hell of elements. That could be cold, physical, lightning, whatever you want. Which is scary if you're going an elemental build, because that could essentially spell your doom. Like, I remember when I had a Zealandin, and I was so happy because I was like, yeah, I can play through in Nightmare, I'm good. And then I came into Hell, and the game was like, nope, and I just got shit on. Completely, I just got obliterated. Like, I was Holy Freeze build, and like the first mobs I ever came across were all immune to cold. And it just crushed my heart. It just, I was so sad. But yeah, and that was another stamina shrine. Oh my god, this game loves me. It's so forgiving right now to me. I don't deserve this really, um, but yeah, that's also what I really like, that the game is punishing but fair. You know, it tells you, all right, you can go this build, or you can change it if you want, but we're still going to make it difficult. And we're still going to have to do it so that you're going to have to be tactical about it, which I really like. I feel that's not trivializing what Diablo was in essence to begin with. It's just building upon it. It's just it's just doing what expansions should do, or what new features should do. They should take old concepts, make them better, iterate things that perhaps were not so good in the early game, and maybe even add some new things, but not stray far enough to not make the the original idea trivialized, you know? Because then it's not Diablo anymore. Then it's Titan Quest or some shit like that. I don't know. No disrespect to Titan Quest. I played that game and I had a real blast with it. But I mean, it's just different games, you know. They different styles. They do different things. Oh, waypoints. Oh yeah. Essentially, waypoints are more prominent if it's later on, if you have like certain acts you want to farm, certain parts, or it's that you just want to farm bosses. But at my current stage, it's most relevant if I do a video and then I don't do a session of videos, I just do one, and then I go like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore, and and I just bugger off, and I'm like, oh, I didn't get the waypoint, well that sucks. That we're so fucked. Um, yeah, but anyway, I'm just I'm just pointing out things at this rate, and I like that about this game. That a lot of other games, it's like it's hard sometimes to feel comfortable with commentating it because like you don't have a lot to go on. You don't have a lot to iterate. You don't have a lot of interesting things to talk about the game because not a lot of games have that much depth. Like, you might say, well, Diablo's just killing demons. Yeah, but it has insane depths. Like, with all the given factors of your different stats, with all the given factors of different builds and ideas and resistances and difficulties and penalties and Ubers and whatnot and farming, Jesus Christ, the list goes on. Like, the dynamics, I cannot emphasize enough the amount of stuff you can surmount to in this fucking game. I cannot emphasize that enough. That's why I love it so much. That's why even after 10 years or how long it's been now, Diablo 2, it's still strong, it's still kicking, it's still out there. It can still compete, which not a lot of games can say. And I mean, it's not even nostalgia. If people are doing bloody mods to it, if people are modding this, they're taking their time and saying, you know what, I think I could give this a better spin. They're being innovative. They say something in this game and they can refresh that. They can go on that. They can refine that. You know? And that says that a game has good quality because you don't take like Pong and mod it. You know why? Because Pong is too damn simple. All disrespect to Pong. Yes, I'm hating on Pong. Come at me. No, but I'm just saying. Halls of the Dead. I don't know if we have to do this considering we already have the cube, but I'm going to go in here anyway. For the shits and giggles. You know, clear it out. Get a chest maybe. Have a good time. Have a laugh. Hoveloff. I don't know why I said that. I just felt like it. Let's see here. I need health pots, but I got health pots. That's what I liked about this build as well, like, it spares me the trouble. Holy shit, what the fuck is that? An orc foot soldier. I have never seen anything like that. That is one scary mob. Looks ugly as shit. Anyway, what was I saying? I like that about this build, that it's not so taxing in the HP pot department, you know? I can just I can just waltz around for a while and still not have to be bothered because something's like hitting me very hard. I can just kite it, which I think is bloody awesome. And also, swarms of mob no longer become a major issue for me. Oh, I just walk and fucking shoot Palpatine lightning at me. Holy shit. It's the hidden. But yeah, they get fried. I don't even have to get close to them. They just get fried. So it's just really a comfortable build. I feel I'm doing at the moment. I did Vengeance before, as I said, but it was sort of like I go up to you, hit you in the face one time, you die. You know, that's sort of Seal but worse. Zeal had sort of a lot of difficulties as well to it. It was like the hit detection, or what to describe it as. I mean, when you land a hit on a mob, the game will register as it will try to fulfill those hits because you're actually hitting that mob, even if you're trying to click the go away. So, given a Zeal is several hits, if you landed a Zeal on a mob, the character will literally stand and try to fulfill all those hits, which often could spell your doom if you're trying to run away mid-battle, because you're just standing there taking everything to the face, like, no! And the game's like, no, 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 you want to hit this mob, so let's do that. But yeah. Also, I really look forward to getting some of these set items or gears that existed, like Ice and Hearts and Amazons and stuff like that, because I forgot to mention that, but a lot of the sets have been reiterated. It's not just the drop rates, they have been completely revamped skill-wise and like stat-wise, what the bonuses does, and some of them are really powerful. Powerful enough to justify you going through with them, even with the new buffed stats and runes and whatnot. As the current... Oh shit, it's a lightning scarab. Well, at least Holy Fire doesn't trigger lightning, so that's a pleasant surprise. But the stats bonuses on a lot of things is so powerful right now that you can still justify doing it without going, well, I have... But I have this gear that's just bad. It's like, no, you can... It's still viable, is what I'm saying. It's still worth it to go through, because the set items are like specialized towards people. Say for example Arctic. Arctic has been redone, so it's been done so that it's good for Amazons. It has skill increases to Amazons, movement speed and stuff. I can't remember if it was movement speed, but I do remember Amazon's skill increases. So it's like, it's sort of targeted, you know, it's sort of targeted, like saying, you know what, as an Amazon, let's be real here, an Amazon will probably want this, so we'll give it to an Amazon, and they'll be happy about it, you know. That's my take on it. And I think that's a good concept. That's just telling, not even telling the player, but making a call on the player what the player will do. Because if you're not a player yourself, you might not understand that. But if you're actually a player, you do realize that certain things are no-brainers. Like certain skill choices, certain set choices, and what benefits you and what not. There's only so much niche and quote-unquote fun and uniqueness that skills can carry through before they start to become irrelevant. For example, say that I would have a set that looks very good but is completely useless. You know, in the end, someone might say, I'm fine with that, but a lot of players are going to say, when it gets too difficult, I'm not going to have that anymore. That does not work anymore. It's not relevant. And you can't just trivialize gear in a gear-based game like Diablo. That's one of the core points of the bloody game, that the gear you find is supposed to be relevant. And this game fixes that. It says, fine. You know, it doesn't even say BOP, it says, fine. Have your bloody gear, but we're gonna make it difficult. You can have good gear and have a difficult game, and this mod highlights that. It just shows that. It iterates that. It builds upon that. It's the entire idea I mean, why would you otherwise add all these rune words? Why would you otherwise add all these awesome things that you can have, diverse builds and diverse ideas, and still say, well, it doesn't make you OP. It makes you viable, sure, but not OP. Holy shit, this is a lot of mobs. Holy fire, save me! Save me! Oh yeah. I'm chasing it with holy fire. Easy. Forging hammer, what's this? I've never seen that. Is that a new item? Where the hell did it go? Oh, is it? Click to make crushed gem. What? I have no idea what that does. I'm gonna save that. Possibly look up what it does because I feel so scared. Just going like, oh hey, I'll crush my gems. Maybe it's a region thing. I don't know. It could just be like you crush gems and then use them in region things. Use like the powder of gems to have like a region to create an item. I don't know. That's sort of the feel I'm getting from it. I don't know. I haven't read up on all these things. But anyway, guys, this is enough for this episode. I've done Halls of the Dead. I'm probably going to carry on with this series. Going to do a lot of different things. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you like this content, please feel free to comment, rate, and subscribe, yada yada. And if you like to talk to me, leave some feedback, you know, hit me up. Just hit me up in the comments. I check my channel every day, and I'd love to talk to you guys. You're my fans. You are what make me. You are the guys, like, even a single like drives me to make more content. Like, I don't even make money on this. It's just fun to know that someone liked my content, someone enjoyed what I did. You know, that's enough for me. Making someone smile, that's really enough for me. But anyway, I've gone on far too long this episode, and I'm going to cut it short here in just a second after I kill this cat. There we go. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.